You have my spiel. He said just to say. We do have people in attendance who are refusing to wear a mask, which is their choice. We ask that people wear masks for the safety of those who are in attendance.
Because it's built around real life. It teaches you every day practical conversations that you will actually use. Language for Life. Try it free at apple.com. $6,500. And it's great. Rapidly. It was cool. 56 degrees out there with north wind that's still blowing in the eastern part of Kellland. It looked like it all afternoon. Did have some light showers earlier today. Won't get it. 2 inches of rainfall early today. Right now, the clouds a little bit better. Right now, I estimated to 60 a couple of hours ago. Here's what's coming for us. We're still going to be sprinkles falls in south and Kellland. Partly cloudy the region tomorrow, and temperatures will be close to normal, low to mid 60s for a daytime high. Then on Thursday, mostly sunny. We'll have a brisk north wind, and the two things will counter each other, so we'll stay in the low to mid 60s. On Friday, the warm up again. Partly to mostly sunny. All week, it's still looking warm. Partly cloudy skies. Highs in the mid 80s. So this time of year. On Sunday, partly cloudy, 50s, sprinkles to light showers. Meanwhile, the mid to the upper 70s. Here's the look at the temperatures we have right now. Let's make it cooler where we are in the 60s. The northeast wind is what during the day today. As long as the cooler air is not a cooling fan, and as a result, temperatures chilled out just a little bit. But we always showed you there, we have some light showers working their way in from the southwest. Having a few more showers here in the Redfield area. Out to the east. So we did have some thunderstorms in the cases, areas mainly southeast of Sioux Falls during the day today. Not much in the way of lightning right now. Most of the lightning activity has actually moved into southwest Minnesota from the Worthington area to the northeast. Here in the southwest side, not so much. And as a result, we're just going to have the sprinkles in the forecast for tonight. Here you see our future cast. The greens are the rain charges being mainly east of I-29. That's this evening. And then for the overnight. Now, I want to show you just because we have a chance of some sprinkles tomorrow morning. Looks like there will be at least a chance of some showers down near the Yankton area. But then those will leave, and then it'll become a partly cloudy afternoon. Overnight tonight, sprinkles possible southeastern Delaware. Partly cloudy skies to the north and to the west, where our lows will be 30. Then tomorrow, sprinkles possible in the morning as falls, more likely down toward the Yankton area. Otherwise, partly cloudy.
So what changed? Can somebody hear me or respond if you can?
I can hear you.
Nothing from anybody. Hello?
This is Doug. I can hear you.
Okay. I don't know what to do. Oh, Doug says he can hear and see.
Okay. So
Okay.
let's-
So I'm just gonna turn this around then, so.
All right. We'll like finger our way through this. All right, I'm calling the meeting to order. I need a motion for approval of agenda and a second. And a second. All in favor, say aye. Okay, we do have people in attendance who refuse to wear a mask, which is their choice. We are asking citizens to wear a mask for the safety. At this time, we will allow 15 to 30-minute recess. Who wish to leave and join by Zoom for their safety? Anybody in here would like to leave and join by Zoom? You are more than welcome. Yeah, I was advised by the lawyer. Don't look at me like I'm crazy.
You might have to give me about 30 minutes.
Okay. I'll turn this back around so I can see when they all join. Because left, Becca, left, Julia. Who else walked out? Miles, Becca, Julia. Oh, Bill. Because that wasn't mine.
2019, 4-door footers.
I don't understand where that comes from.
I don't know, I've been on the phone all fucking day trying to deal with this. Lori Bovee. Like, I can see people, but I can't. You know,
You are, I just watched you. You need my permission to have my.
Oh my God.
Okay, you need to stop this bullshit. This is ridiculous.
I told Dad. Oh, you know, that's the crap. Oh my God. Appreciate it now.
No, there's a reason why I'm waiting. I don't want to be me, you know, but they're my staff, so I have to wait. Like, I can't move forward without Julian.
Yeah.
Is that inappropriate?
Yes,
Yes, no, maybe so.
They need to be any part of any of this.
Yeah, Julia does all the minutes. And Becca talks to this because she's the one talking to the guy, not me.
Yeah.
This, I think we're gonna table because, like I told her, I said, what, 4 to 6 weeks, baseball season will well be underway by then. And then she will talk, Bill, I need Bill. I think we're gonna table it. Bill will need to talk on that. And then I can talk on that. But I
Yeah,
need Julie.
so, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Wait a minute. I don't know how to do this. 3, 8, 1.
Oh, is that the apple?
Uh-huh. Well, I just don't know how, I've never been on this side of the Zoom. I've always
Yeah.
been on that side of the Zoom. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, but
I know when I had to do it for the planning. And first time, I don't know Apple with crap, so that threw me off.
well, Apple, I do know stuff on Apple. I just don't, you know, like,
Somehow I kept getting where this would switch to one person, so it wasn't sending to everyone. And so then I would try to copy and paste it because it was too long to type again, and I couldn't figure out what to copy.
Right.
And high sides, I'm just like that. Everyone can talk to the side by side, if wants to dial in. Absolutely.
I want to golf cart.
Truly told, I told this my dad too. Yeah, but that's the thing.
Yeah.
You get into a golf cart for 7 years.
I know. Oh, that's only if it's brand new and all souped up. but- I actually want a golf cart to use it for a golf cart.
Really?
No, we're gonna be
Yeah,
shopping
that's-
for another one because
We would in town.
ideally we'd like to leave this because we're gonna use that. We're not, we're moving from flats to Granite Lake.
Your camper?
Mhm.
Oh, how come? Just something different?
Yeah, it's closer.
Nice and
And
quiet.
flats 2 hours and 15 minutes.
I totally
And
understand.
it's
That's why
just
there's a market for 'em.
with the kids and how often they are, and like Son and Travis have been looking for a spot.
Oh,
So
exactly. Yeah.
we got a spot right next door to them in the place we didn't think it'd be, like, we thought it'd be a waiting list for a while. So we're like, oh, well, then we find out they have 2 spots available, they're right next to each other, and Son and Travis would be our neighbors.
Sure.
And,
Like Brent, I didn't know they had, I didn't know they had camping spots there, you know, like, I guess I've never camped. I don't camp often.
it's a private owned.
Oh, is it?
It's a farm couple that own it.
Well, on the north, is it the
You're probably
northwest end?
straight across from where the beach is.
Yeah, northwest west end. I think I saw that. I guess I think I did know that because we went there a spot like 2 years ago when they still had their boat. And
Sit down, open the track, 4 hours. Yeah.
I hope this thing doesn't die on me. We literally have like 2% battery left.
How is she bringing them back?
She's supposed to be bringing a cord back. She's not staying.
It doesn't. If I had.
How new is the iPhone?
My
Then it should be because it's that,
It's
it's not this one, it's the next, it's the other, it's like this. Maybe mine.
probably the same. Because they haven't changed the charger. What yours should be, what number is yours?
I have a 10. Yeah, no. Ooh,
What is that?
This is to my Samsung. Is
that power though? That's
I don't
what
know.
was trying to figure out.
That's what I'm wondering.
Hmm,
How did you plug this in the last time?
You're gonna have to plug it in there because mine barely.
So, yeah.
I'll let you know if it starts charging. Yep, you're golden. I'll let her know.
Let Becca know.
Probably won't see much, if you do, it'll be like, by the time I text.
You letting Becca know?
Yep.
Okay. I was just looking for
I would like to find force. Just like Teresa was saying, he would love nothing more than a couple stopped out. You know, better just go for a little cruise. It's not like. Cedars are super convenient to get, especially on the street road, it's nice to get around. But. Yeah, mine, it'll fit back. Oh, really? Yeah. Wow. That part. Yeah, I looked up, that one I was just showing, obviously on the track.
This must be one of this.
Of course, no. I think my dad's room.
So you only purchased this? I don't know if you know, if you go up there and look at it.
I
They
wonder
use
if
drain tile. It's plastic. This is more of a squirt. I don't call it rubber because it's not rubber. Because then that'll harden and break, but it's like that squirt gives
Oh,
more than what they used for drain tile, because that's actually plastic. All right, so and last time when they
my
used,
thing was the one we have a sample of it. That's pretty
Is that
good.
what it is?
Right.
But then And then we do have floor maintenance guys right now, but at the same time, is it worth it to, I mean, how much time would it take them to do it? Not cost effective either to have them.
Well, we're doing it. We put it on. Ken and then we put it on. Is that what you're talking about? Oh, it's not. I knew this is what you're. It's for the top of, it's that yellow tubing on the top of the fence. Yeah, they can put it on. This is
drain tile.
Yeah, they use the tube that you would use for drain tile. Does that make sense? There's a
Yeah.
tube that they used for drain tile, and so we had some doors, they used that, painted it yellow, cut the bottom, and then put it on there for safety, and then everybody just kind of let it bang around up.
Yeah,
So,
now it's wearing and tearing.
right, well, it's cracking and it's,
It's a pretty sweet one. My old emoji I saw on Facebook on a couple days. That one comes with the plow. That one's 2020. Or 27. But it doesn't have tracks on top of it. That's not.
5-second meeting has turn into something more on it. Oh, Stephanie mentioned me in a comment. I wonder if she found some clothes. Did you find a wasp? I see that.
Yeah, oh, exactly. If they come with, you see this is awesome, but you have to run out, spend 5-6 grand yourself. See, I've never done it, and I've heard a few people say.
Ooh,
if they're
Jevon
set up
shirts.
right, it's not horrible.
Is that you?
It's like, you find yourself just having them sit in the corner of the shed, don't put them on.
What? I made that noise. That did.
Especially if it would.
No.
Which I
Okay.
would be stunned if it
Was it you? I thought it was
No,
you.
it's not me.
Bunch of guys.
So wasn't there an email that went out? Oh, yeah, the concerts. I guess she will.
Really?
Oh, I remember those days. They suck.
31 inch there.
I mean, going to two,
You just
because you
went,
sit
yeah,
there.
You just finished having to do
I just
that.
finished having to do that.
And you got out of it last year. Oh, so they're splitting it up. That's kind of nice.
It's okay. No, we've got nothing to hide. We're just talking normal.
Yeah. So 7:30 for yes.
Where does she gotta go? Practice? She practice?
No,
Oh,
the concert.
oh.
What are
Mhm.
I don't know if that's like a, what I would call a dummy call, is it just on the one street lane. Usually that's what they do, is the street lane, you can release it. Which dad?
I've been seeing Javin's name. on this one. Javin.
what is?
Cassie told me that last night. Because I was like, oh, Javin's name. And she's like, no, it is Javin.
I just.
You didn't tell me on what? we can wish in one hand, right?
Oh, it's like this. That's You got a lot of people trying to.
Admit. Mike Roach? Really? So Miles is the only one on.
That's the thing, actually, that's why we're looking at. Yeah. But she found one, it just goes, they're just like anything else that goes so fast. She found one on Mitchell to get time during work. They go out.
I need one.
I'm just tired of
Yeah. Right, and it's just unfortunate. It is exciting.
Yes, I did.
I brought the brother.
I'm muted.
Here you go. I gotcha.
Can you hear us?
I can. Is everybody there? Are we ready to go?
Gotta wait for Julia. Is she here?
Nope, she's not on yet.
Okay.
You were gonna join to see if we could read that.
Oh, yeah.
Carrie Eggers. Okay. And Rouch. Brandy. Carrie Thunderman. Why she leave? She was there, wasn't she? No, was that other guy?
No, I think she was right.
Who's Virginia Hill? That name keeps getting. Oh, I better mute this.
All right. Okay, now that we are all good, I think our 30 minutes are up, close to, if not, everybody. All right, first, approval of agenda, we already did that, right? Yep. Visitors to be heard. Anyone like to be heard? Normal 2 to 3 minutes, if we could keep it that way. Please stand to the podium, state your name and your address, please.
Deb Paulson, 416 Lovely Avenue.
Okay,
I came this evening following a conversation I had with Julia
sure.
earlier today about the questions that I asked at the last regular council
Yep.
meeting
Mhm.
and the information that I received from her in response. I think it would be good for that information to be read into the public record
Okay,
because I'm not the only one who was asking.
okay,
And I've had people since that meeting ask me,
sure.
you know, what'd they tell you? What'd you find out?
Right.
So, Julia's there on Zoom. Can she reply for everyone in the room and read that information in? Or do you want me to do the best I can to
Julia, can you answer?
reiterate what she told me? What's your preference?
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Deb had asked about the speeding tickets that have been issued on Lovely Avenue. Seeing if we could get a number of speeding tickets that have been issued in that 25-mile-an-hour zone. But Rebecca did call the sheriff's office and she said she was unable to get that information at this time. So that's where we were kind of on that. I know Deb wants to see some more enforcement in that area since we have our lovely local law enforcement there tonight. She had also asked about the cost of the ice rink. The ice rink itself, all the supplies and the skates that are purchased for rental, the actual cost came to around $9,300. We do not or did not track labor on it. We don't at this point track labor by project. We can certainly look at doing that in the future, but we don't have labor costs on that. The other question had to do with the stabilization of the bank on the river on the north side of the ball field and the campgrounds. Is that correct, Deb?
Yes.
Bank stabilization is, and I know Tracy can talk about this a little bit too because she's been dealing with it, is more of a multi-agency endeavor. It's not trying to determine ownership and who pays for what, and it is just a cooperative effort between a lot of different agencies. It's difficult to get started. It's a long process, and I'm not exactly sure, and I don't know, Tracy, if you have any further information on that. I know we have been talking about it for a while, but or with those agencies, I just don't know quite where we're at yet. But like I told Deb, just because we want it doesn't mean it'll happen today.
Yeah, I'll talk to Deb after the meeting and I'll let you know who I've talked to and where I'm exactly at with that and what we're looking at there. Okay.
Because in my conversation with Julia,
Mhm.
I had asked, who on the council is overseeing that? Who's running the ball with that project?
Yep.
And she could not tell me.
Yeah, she's been.
Because of the multi-facet.
Yep.
And I said, yes, that at that last meeting, you had indicated you've been working on it for 3 years.
Yeah, because there's so many
you know,
partners with it. Yeah.
I'm just saying, those years are costly with the erosion we have out there. In my opinion, we have at least one campsite that is no longer safe.
It's not
voiced
usable.
that to
Yeah.
Julia as well. We should probably look at making sure that it's
Yeah.
closed, so we don't have liability.
Yep,
And then-
we can't actually buy camping until the end of this month. So we're working on all of that.
And then the other part of it was, actually the overall part of it was maintaining the resources
Yep.
we already have before we start looking at the I wants,
Agreed.
and spending money on those. And my comment about the trees up at the park still has not been addressed. And I understand we have a tree board,
We do?
that's per Julia. We have a
I will
tree
look into
board,
that.
but we don't have a park board.
We are working on the park board. I will tell you that right now.
She did tell me that, and I think that's good. As far as I know, we have what, 3 parks at least?
5.
Yeah, so.
Great, thank you. Anyone else? I'm gonna turn this around, see if anybody has any comments. Anyone online?
Oh, are you muted? No, that must have been earlier.
Oh, I have to admit, sorry. Okay.
All right, next on the agenda is business. We're going to appoint Ward 1, Aaron Center. Can you please stand, Aaron? Mhm.
Want me to stand closer
I
and
want
read
you
this?
to read that and then I'll sign it and you are sworn in.
Okay.
That one.
I, Aaron Center, have been appointed to the office of Ward 1 Alderman of the City of Baltic, South Dakota. I solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of South Dakota, and I will faithfully and impartially, to the best of my knowledge and ability, perform all duties of my said office as provided by law. Further, I will render a true account of all money, credit accounts, and property of any kind that may come into my possession while performing my duties.
I will sign that
Cool.
and join us at the table, sir. Thank you.
And my soda.
Tracy, can you hear me?
Go ahead.
To make a motion?
Oh, I need to make a motion and I need a motion and a second to approve Aaron.
I'll make a motion.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Did you get that? Carrie made a motion first and Brendan seconded.
Thank you.
All right. Next is Murphy's Pond Maintenance. Bill, do you want to talk, or Becca, do you want to talk to that at all?
Here's Rebecca.
Can you hear me?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Okay, so the Murphy's Pond project started last year and we did the dredging of it. We were going to do rock, we kind of ran out of time. So what we have on here is a continuation of the project that we started last year, and I presented it in 2 different options. To do just the part along 4th Street where the water is eroding away at the road where by the bus barns. So that street over there. And then I also did a quote for the other side, the south side bank that needs to be done. It needs fabric and it needs rock. So there are 2 different options there in front of you. One is just 4th Street and the other one is a south bank. And then there's also a combination of the 2 as well, if you want them both done at the same time.
Okay, I either need a motion to accept it, a motion to decline it, or a motion to table it, and I need second, whatever goes with that.
So it was, for dredging was 25,000 last year, correct? And that was the estimate, I believe.
I believe so, yes.
So what, so that project, what was, I guess, all included in that project? What did we pay 25,000 for that last year? Or is it a portion of this from that? I guess like total cost, and what was that last year? Like this is, I guess, what I'm looking for.
Becca, did you get that?
I think he's asking what was done last year, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so last year they dredged and we removed all of the trees and foliage out of the shallow end.
Right.
And then we scraped out the whole bottom of the pond. And then we reshaped the inlet.
Okay, so that was 25,000 when we did that
Yes.
last year, and this is above and beyond the.
Yes,
The next
this
step.
is separate.
Yep,
Okay.
yeah, if we do them together, there is a discount. I'm gonna see you guys. Do you want to do it first? If you want, what do you want? That's motion, you say I have a motion to table it to the meeting.
I make a motion to table this until the May meeting.
Do I have
Have a
a
little more conversation.
little more conversation on it? Do I have a second?
I'll second.
I have a motion by Aaron and a second by Travis to table this until the next meeting. All in favor, say aye. All opposed? All right. Next thing is the Baltic Heights fence cap. Do we want to talk about this or do we want to table it since it's 4 to 6 weeks and let's be real here, let's halfway through baseball season. It might be something that we push on.
Next year.
We could probably table it for a little while and get it so that it's happens next year, because it says 4 to 6 weeks. If you take that from right now, you're talking halfway into June, which is when we start tournaments. So we'd get it in time for tournament.
What's the date? Current date? What we have?
That would be a Ken question. I don't think Ken's, it's rough. I'll tell you, it's,
He did say it was in rough.
yeah, he said it's poking holes and it's, yeah, can you speak to that?
For the fence cap?
Yeah,
Yeah, so the fence caps we currently have, we have quite some time, they're actually coming apart, breaking up, they gotta be replaced.
right.
They're coming to be more of a hazard. So what we're trying to do is replace the new ones. I believe it's not this height, if I'm not mistaken, it's all 3 feet.
Yes,
Yeah, so you're talking height and then.
both Heights and River Park, right?
What's in, I guess I want to know your personal opinion on the safety side of it.
Well, so the safety side of it, we got, I'll go with the high school, stop field. Where normally we have one long strip, each one starting to break out. So each one of them have those gaps. Where kid jumps over, try to get it, you can get more lucky odds to get pinched. Or if you injured with that, that's more of a safety issue at that point. So aesthetics, we have one on the lower field where a kid, somebody wants to come around and vandalize them. And it's spray painted on them, so that's another one. It's needed to be replaced anyway, but that's also.
And they've been up there for 10 years.
Yeah,
So they're at their lifespan.
Yeah,
correct?
they've been there for quite some time.
Okay,
So
okay.
it's one of those items that time to be replaced. How you would do it.
For this, considering the 4 to 6 weeks before it can even be here, like Tracy said, we're looking at the end of the season. Is it worth it to put it in this year or?
Just so there's other work we're gonna be doing up there, it is to complete the work on the field, and it just be nice to get it all done and ready to go, so that it's not, when we get farther on the season or farther in the year, we got other projects we're working on, so it becomes harder to fit that in, or even put it in this next spring, then we're in a rush, we're trying to get things done ahead of time or proper, so that we're not rushing for projects.
Sure, okay. Yes.
Jeff Olson again. I am all for these
Uh-huh.
simply because I've lived softball and baseball
Yep.
all my life. And I've seen where these make a difference in injury.
Yep.
The one thought I have is that if you're not going to put them in to where they're there for the safety of the kids during this fall season, then why not get them ordered, store them so that you don't have vandalism in the off season? And then put them in early next spring so the kids have the benefit of it. And you're also extending the life of them by a season.
Gotcha.
Because they're not out there.
Right. Good point. Thank you. I also just got a message from Becca that it is an insurance requirement that those are there. So the longer we leave them and the longer we can vote to approve or table it until May's meeting or a vote to deny. And the May's meeting is in 2 weeks.
I make a motion to go to game time. If we are gonna have tournaments, that's more people, more chance for liability issues. We'll game time.
Which style?
Yeah, there's 2 sets.
No, geez.
Which, so there's 2 different options on here, as far as styles and whatnot. Is there one that is better? Or worse?
Bill asks for the safety top one the 5,000, right?
Yeah. There's the one there, one.
Yes.
I think Mark.
That's the
One
quote
is
for all three
easier to put
fields.
on and off. And I believe, one is actually attached like this pad at the bottom. Ones we currently have are like two where you have to pry them apart, get them on. So it's one thing that this one would be easier to get on and off. And that way we can store for the season or better, they're easier to be stored as well.
Okay, so you're wanting the safety cap, the 5, okay, so, so lifespan is more, is significant on that one as well. It's that one's
Right,
10 years.
it's longer as well.
Okay,
And we take care of that quite well. For
sure.
And that's one thing too. Better take care of it longer than last while longer.
Okay. No,
I think the second one had a warranty, I thought, for
well, the 3 years. Yeah, the second one does, the first one does not.
No, opposite.
Did
First
you
one's,
vote for more than this company?
We couldn't get anybody to get back to us, and this is the one that was suggested by the insurance company, and if I recall, suggested by the municipality that does baseball games in Sioux Falls. So like the whole, I don't want to call it the BAA because that's what we call it, but I'm not sure what the name is in Sioux Falls. Does that make sense? So, okay. It's all 3 fields. This pricing is for all 3 fields. No, the next one is the one they prefer. That one. Okay, do we want to vote on it, table it, or decline it? Vote to approve?
which one were you making the motion here on?
Yeah, which one did you want to make a motion
Make a
on here?
motion on the safety top cap.
Okay. So I have a,
Over there.
I will second.
okay, I got a motion by Aaron for the safety top cap and a second by Brendan. All in favor, say aye. Opposed? Okay, I gotta write that down. Next is the easement on St. Olaf. Bill, would you like to talk about that?
Yeah, Tony came to us a while ago. He bought the property down there and they had to have it surveyed for, getting the property switched. And in the survey, they realized that part of the building was built on the city street right away. And the other part of it is that city right away is on some of the property he owns on the west side of the street. But to get his loan and get it clarified, we need to give him an easement that basically will allow him access to everything and keep the property. And the attorney's drawn up the papers and they're ready to be signed by you. What it stipulates in those papers basically is that everything is fine and dandy, but if the building gets damaged, torn down, or removed, it will then go back to whatever the proper setbacks and everything else will be.
Okay. So yeah, I'm reading the easement and it says it's only temporary license to permit the structure to remain on the property. The removal or destruction of the structure in encroachment shall be deemed a forfeiture of the right to encroach in no future structures. So if he tears it down and puts something new, he has to align with it. Okay. So I need a motion and a second if we want to approve it, table it, or decline it. Okay. I have approval by, or to approve it by Travis and a second by Brendan. All in favor, say aye. Aye. And all opposed? That passes. All right, down to the housing study. We found one issue in there that they didn't correct the first time that Beck and I asked them to fix, but now it is ready to go and just needs to be approved by us to put it, it's already on the website. People can use it and read it. We just have to make it an official document by approving it. So we can either approve it, decline it, or table it.
My personal opinion, I would like most to table it, so maybe I would like to get a better chance to read it. That's what it says like that.
Okay, Do I-
that I knew on.
New on, okay,
That's fair,
that'd be fair, okay.
but
Do I have a second?
We did it last week.
Yep. Okay. That's fair. That's unfair for us to say yes and, okay. All right, so we have a motion to table it by Aaron and a second by Travis. All in favor, say aye. All opposed? And it, oh, did you oppose? Brendan opposed that, for record, Julia. But it passes. So that is all we have. We are now in executive session. Thank you for coming. Oh, I need a motion to go into executive session in a second. And who, in a second? All in favor, say aye. All opposed? Thank you. All right. Carrie approved that and Aaron seconded that. Can I, I will call you and we'll have one discussion. Yeah, we'll have a discussion tomorrow so I can kind of, or I'll come over to your house so I can kind of show you what is, what I've all been dealing with and talking about. So if you would give your number down for me and I could come visit you if you're free.
Yep, I'm retired. I will be driving Meals on Wheels from about 20 to 10 till 11 to 10.
Sure, sure.
Okay, can I just give you two things?
Sure.
Okay. I don't normally come to these meetings, so I don't know who the people are.
Sure.
It would be really nice if you would do one of a couple things.
Okay.
Either introduce yourselves, the entire table.
Okay.
at the start of the
Sure,
meeting,
sure.
Or pick placards from your regular players and put them up.
Put them out there. Okay. Like what word we are? That's not a bad idea. I appreciate the suggestion. Thank you.
I'm assuming there's.
This
a
is me.
reason, and I can read yours. I have no idea
Travis.
who these players are.
And this is Carrie.
A suggestion again, just so when people are.
So it has a
looking,
name
put
underneath.
their name
Okay.
behind it.
You bet. We can certainly do that.
I'm assuming there's a reason that you published it, so.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know who the players are.
Right. Nope, not, that's completely fair. Thank you. And I will call you tomorrow if you're available and we'll discuss it. Okay? Thank you.
Tracy, can you end the meeting? Brendan, pick up your phone.
This is Brendan.
Hey, Brendan, it's Julia. I just want to listen in. Is that okay?